So, apart from financial, and now we know that for you, financial is the biggest thing, the biggest key to your happiness, right? But let's put financial aside. What else makes you happy?
Mine basically is still back to finances lah. The ability to.
This is why you fail exam.
Yeah, but that all also boils down to finances.
Hey,
It goes back there.
see. I am Daddy Vibes.
I am Baby Q.
And we are Cookie Max.
Second. Oh, you go to future already, huh?
Said he, abang. I said, bro. I said, that's written, bro. Welcome back to the second part of the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
So you had two questions. What was it?
Okay, so fuck. Thinking of the second question. Okay, now my first question. So let's go
question
back again
to audience or question to
Edward lah, Edward.
Oh, Edward lah.
Yeah.
Okay, I meaning I can already.
No.
Don't need me.
It's okay. Stay here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the glass theory. So yours, you were saying is more like pouring out your negative.
It's just like a metaphor. Yeah.
Okay. So what if you pour until it's empty and there's nothing filling it up?
It won't.
It can get to that place. It can get to that place.
When you die. Then got no experience, nothing to look forward to.
So, okay, I've taken psychology module before.
Oh, nice.
And what I learned is people can get to the place. That's where depression happens. When they feel like they have nothing to get them going again, get them filled up again, you know? And then that's where you start, like what you said, take it back, take it slow, find things that you enjoy doing, find things that brings joy to you. So it slowly starts filling up, and then it just compounds. As you see that your glass is getting filled up, you would want to fill it up more. So you start finding more things to do, more things that makes you happy. Can be your family, can be your friends, can be people playing games, can be anything. So it can like I think there's this saying, right? They say once you've hit rock bottom, the only way is up.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
So I feel like that's the best saying for it. You can't, once it's empty and you feel like you cannot go anywhere, the only thing that's going to happen when you start doing things is up. Because you've hit your lowest. You can't go any more lower than that.
Yeah, maybe you can revisit your old hobbies like fish. Yeah, you used to keep fishes, right?
That's
maybe you can revisit.
Expensive hobby lah. Edward will know.
For start longkang fish lah. The
Guppies
can be our podcast. For us.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, podcast is something, like I say, it's my passion. It's not something that we do as a
sorry,
hobby or what. You know, it's our passion, something that I enjoy doing. But you know, there are times where you approach sort of like a
rock bottom
dead end lah. I would say dead end in your life, where even things that you enjoy doing turn into a task. I've not reached that position yet. I'm just saying, like if you take other things, for example, like, you know, like for example, I love swimming.
Once it hit that, right, Edward will be sitting here, bro. No problem.
Yes, probably lah. Then I will go behind there
with a mask
if
on.
you automatically volunteer to go behind there, meaning it's not a task. You still enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, of course. That's true. Okay. And okay. So just now you said pour out, share your feelings and thoughts to others. So, so that you will feel better and all those things. Okay. Yeah. So I did attempt that today, just this afternoon, few hours ago actually. We can't think about it. So I texted someone who's close to me lah. I don't want to mention who. So I said, I asked lah, like, you know, like I asked something. I don't mention what lah. I asked something, and then the person actually said what I told they said something lah. Then after I told them, you know, I reached out to you because, you know, your part, we are family lah, basically. You know, we are family and everything. And then you know, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling depressed and confused. You know, I wanted support someone to support in like listening to what I want to share and everything, and I sort of kena shot down. You get what I mean? So that means not to say I never attempt. I did attempt, but I sort of kind of like kena shot down lah.
But you see, your other half will never do that to you.
True.
You know, no matter like family, like I say, like although like family is family. By the way you are saying it, I'm sensing that it's someone in your family lah.
Yeah.
And it's not your better half lah.
No.
Confirm. So it's like you see, family at the end of the day, even siblings they can have friction. Like if your girlfriend or your spouse or your better half, you share, they will never do that to you. Even girlfriend, they will never do that to you. So I think
I disagree lah to that to that girlfriend and the better half part.
I mean,
no, because I've been in the situation before. So girlfriend.
Maybe girlfriend no lah.
Yeah. So
spouse lah.
I don't think all gloves fit the same hand lah.
Going to them to, can I say, seek comfort, seek validation?
I would say seek comfort and like just like get their thoughts on how I can approach whatever I'm feeling, like when you're in a state of confusion and everything, your thoughts are not clear, so you just want someone, you want to go to someone who will be clear-headed and will be able to give you at least some sort of comfort or some knowing solution. At the end of the day, me approaching this person was because I just wanted someone to hear out what I have to say, what I'm feeling. I just want to pour out my thoughts and feelings and emotions lah. But
you backfired lah.
Yeah, it backfired and everything. And I cannot blame that person for being like that also lah. It's because.
But do you always share that person with that person?
No.
No lah. That's the thing.
Yeah. But I have shared more with that person than I have shared with anyone else lah. Not long ago. No, here and there and that kind of thing. But like I said, I cannot blame the person for shooting me down lah, because I have done things. I have said things that is not how to say what's the word? Shit. I have done and said things that are very unsavory,
unethical.
No, not
As in to this person that you're sharing with?
No, as in generally
okay.
lah. Like like because of like I said, I cannot blame the person. I know it is my fault and everything, but to use that as a weapon to shoot me down when I'm trying to approach you for a listening ear, kind of like put me in a very negative place mentally lah. So like I said, I cannot blame the person. It is how I have been. It is how I was that made them do it. But I have to give credit. After that, the person said, sometimes you need people to knock some sense into you. So and the person said, no matter what, I will we will still be there for you and all lah. So like I said, I understand that yes, we do need to get our senses knocked into us.
Correct.
Every now and then lah. So I won't fault that person, but it's just that
but did it work on you? Like, when you the senses kena knock really? Did it work?
That's the thing. When you are in that kind of like a mental state, everything becomes a blurry line to you.
Correct.
You cannot really focus on the sense being knocked into you lah. Yeah, maybe it did partially to a small extent. Maybe I really need to clear my mind and sit down and think about what they said and all lah. But at that moment, like when you shoot a person down like that, it kind of like reaffirms your beliefs that oh shit, that means I should not share. You get what I mean?
Actually, that is the wrong thing to do. I mean, we in life, right? We learn like how to respect elders. We learn like how to eat properly, but we never, like our parents never ever taught us this thing. How to in this situation, I never do anything. I just
Just now your hair touchy.
all I did was this.
I when I was talking, I can feel him doing something.
looking at that too.
All the while, the fella never drop.
Hey,
It's okay, never
just
mind.
now wanted to drop the side.
Later, don't worry, Patri will put it back up.
Okay. Anyway, so they don't teach us how to get by this issue. They don't teach us how to like you know, when a person is already down, you don't put them even. You know, they are down on the ground, you don't storm somehow.
That was exactly the very first thought that came to my mind when the person responded like that. For me, I was like, I'm already down, and you're kicking me some more.
Yeah.
You know, okay, me being me, you know, like I said, I know I'm weak in a sense, but imagine there are others who are way weaker than me. You know, just imagine if they could not tahan what this person just said. You know, like I'm already down. I'm like, you know, I'm on the ground. I'm pleading for help, or I'm like seeking comfort. And instead of doing that, you're literally kicking me even down by saying whatever you're saying. Like, imagine I'm even way weaker than how I was at that point of time. You get where you see where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
It is easy for someone who is already in that state to go a darker path.
Correct.
Because why? They cannot think clearly. They are not clear-headed. Their mind is all fuzzy, foggy, filled with a lot of negative thoughts that they cannot think straight. What if the person does something to themselves? And you know, and they do something to themselves, and then they are no longer here. Then you, as someone who is very close to the person, wouldn't that make you think that, shit, did my words cause this person to do what they did? Wouldn't that put yourself in a guilt position for the rest of your life? And that means this is a person you know that how to say you know that this is someone very close to you, and they did this because of what you said, and you know that you cannot get rid of that guilt.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this.
Okay, I studied something about this before. There's this method. It may not work for everyone, but I've heard it. What?
Kumon method of learning.
What?
the Japanese way.
No, not that. It's so let's say someone's approaching you for a problem. There's two routes that you can go. Or let's say someone approached me for a problem. What I'm going to do is I'll pose them a question first. Are you here to seek validation? Do you want me to validate what you're feeling right now? Or do you want an actual solution for what you are going through? If the person chooses the first one, I'll be there to listen. I'll be there to, like, whatever they're feeling, I'm just validating their feeling, understanding them.
Okay.
Then, after they feel better, they're ready to listen to the solution. Because they know that someone feels them, someone feels for them. They know what I'm going through. Now I can trust that whatever solution they're going to give is going to be the good for me. So that switches their mindset to give a solution and like listen to the solution. In this method might not work for everyone, but I've seen case studies where it worked for some people before.
Is this an elective module?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
I took it when I was in poly.
Oh, so they make poly kids go through this
It's
psychopath shit.
So they brought us to IMH as well to study people. Yeah.
That's what I meant, bro.
It was quite interesting. I was quite interested in the module actually. Quite interesting. I like to study people's brain.
Nice. Maybe you can study my brain one day.
Sure.
So in the organization that I used to work, right? Because we cannot use that word. We cannot use that word.
What letter does it start with?
S.
Okay.
We cannot use that word here lah. It's inappropriate. We sure kena
okay,
this one.
okay.
They will self.
Can you use the U word instead?
Let's try not to.
Okay.
I think people can understand what we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, judging with the whatever we're saying, right? Yeah. So, like we are actually trained to handle these kind of calls. Like employees who want to commit that. Yeah, who wants to do that? And we were actually sent to a course to actually further to further understand, similar lah to psychology. Very, very similar to what Edward said. Yeah. So I am trained to talk to you.
Okay.
So going
And
back to
he is
you,
trained to talk to
Yes.
you
going
also.
back to your thing.
Uh,
So this is that kind of environment that you want to build for yourself. Since
Yeah.
you are the one who's going through the problems,
mhm.
the people that you mix with or the people
Yep.
that are with, if this is gonna work for you, you can build that culture around the people that you're hanging around with. So when it comes to your problems, they will use the same method on you. So if you're going there to get someone to understand your feelings, they will listen to you first instead of just shooting you down and like putting the facts on you, which is not what you're looking for at that point of time.
Yeah.
You wanted someone to go through the emotion with you.
Yeah.
So that might work.
Yeah. So what's on your mind?
Hmm?
But you never hit to the stage where you wanted to do that kind of stuff, right? Have because worrying the way you were saying just now. Have but it's not worth it.
That's the only reason why. I mean, I did have a bit of sanity in myself, lah. Previously, I have come quite close a couple of times in my younger days. But luckily there were
Bro,
people.
younger days don't count because younger days this one has been also said in one of the comedy shows.
Mhm.
When you were young, you like fuck God. God never helped me. Where is he when I need him? It was said like that.
True.
Yeah lah.
So yeah,
So
I
younger days don't count lah.
came close to it. Even just now, so that was it was a fleeting thought lah. It was a fleeting thought, and then, like I said, I did have a bit of sanity left in myself to know that it's not worth it.
Correct.
Like, yeah, for you, yes, your problems all die along with you, but then does it actually die along with you, or are you just passing your problems in a different form to the people around you, to especially to your loved ones?
Correct. And you see, you if a person does that, we try to stay away from the word itself lah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
actions.
Yes.
If the person does that, right, like it's done there and then. But then
Yes.
the family, how they actually want to even answer different people, how they going to go through life. No need so much example like example, a person is let's say maybe he's down in so much debt, example, so he's gone, so how the family want to answer? And if it's to a corporation, it's fine, just write it off as bad debt. But if it is to an individual, that's the worst kind of what do you call that, way to answer.
For me, it feels like that is your final way of saying a big fuck you to the world. In my opinion, lah. Like,
Yeah.
that is the only way you know how to give a big fuck you to the world, lah.
You actually can say it in the podcast, fuck you.
Yes. Now can say lah. Now won't have the Astaghfirullah counter.
That one ended a while
Yes.
back already lah.
Yeah lah. So
Okay, wait. Going back to how this all started lah, like with what Singapore's ranked what again?
Yeah, number one. Yeah. Oh my God, we deviated so much as
No,
usual.
it's fine.
It's fine. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah.
So no, actually, financial is just 17% of the factor. There's actually 6. So the first one is GDP per capita, social
Wait,
support,
this one tag to happiness.
tag to
The survey lah.
World Happiness Report. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's 6 things that they look at.
Oh,
so first one
so
is
6 factors.
6 factors. Yes.
I see.
GDP
So
per
that's how they
capita.
count.
Then social support, which is basically whether they have their family, friends, or community support available to them. Health life expectancy, which is assessing the overall health and longevity lah. The fourth one is freedom to make life choices. Then generosity, and last one is perceptions of corruption in your country. Whether you feel like you can trust the government lah. So after going through this 6 thing, that's when they gauge.
Do they have the percentage
ranking.
for the ranking for Singapore? Is it stated there? Or?
The highest lah.
Actually, Singapore is not the highest.
Then?
Taiwan is the highest. I'm looking at the actual report right now.
It cannot be hits.
This is 4 days ago. This report was 4 days ago.
Okay.
So Singapore is second in Asia. We're talking about Asia.
Yeah.
Singapore is second in Asia. First is Taiwan.
Mm.
Globally, Singapore is 34th
Mm.
in the happiness scale. Yeah.
So maybe he was looking at the Durex survey.
Maybe a different happiness, but this one is by the World Health Organization.
Anyway, guys, yes, you. No need to say, yeah.
Bling bling.
Follow. Here. Look here.
Yeah.
Yes. And comment lah. Comment. We
And like lah.
yes.
And subscribe lah.
We
You
still
said don't say, and then now you're saying everything.
Because he said
no, because we are still waiting for people to. I mean, we do get comments
from time to time.
from time to time, but you know, we
Sometimes you get comment that we also don't understand.
like
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. No need to say what lah. They got comments that I don't understand as well.
okay.
I don't know that fella like trying to mock us or say nice thing about us.
I think it was like a joke.
Some Malay.
It was just hinting at like a joke. As a joke.
Yeah. Because you see,
I think he doesn't know what we're talking about.
when they comment, right? When they comment something, you don't know at which part of the video they are commenting.
Yes.
And you don't blame them.
Yeah.
You also don't blame us.
Correct.
Cannot be like, hey, the part where you say this is funny, yeah. So instead of they saying that, they say
Just one shot lah.
Punani, funny. Example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah lah. So that's the okay. So you said what 4 days ago? That means cannot be hits give the wrong this one, right?
Can be. Or different
Maybe they're
survey.
looking at a different survey, because
Another
one I saw
survey.
is in Asia. I don't know which region they're looking at, or whether it's
So
just,
this was just one
Southeast Asia or just within the countries around Singapore.
Okay, I got one question for you. So, apart from financial, and now we know that for you, financial is the biggest thing, the biggest key to your happiness, right? But let's put financial aside. What else makes you happy?
What else
What makes you happy at this age, at this stage? Of course, a pot of gold will make you happy. Of course, you lie down in a bed of dollar bills will make you happy.
Mine basically is still back to finances lah. The ability to.
This is why you fail exam.
People say don't give finance.
Yeah, I know. So meaning to say, I cannot.
This is why
comprehend.
the HR interview you never get the job. Ask you another thing, you say another thing.
That means I cannot find another form of happiness as of yet, or at least at this moment right now lah.
But it's good that you answered this. Why? Because at least your focal point must be broader. It's like you cannot focus on that shit only. Because you see, like tomorrow you wake up, you won't have suddenly money on the bed, on your pillow. You will still, that problem will still be there. But you can actually tackle other things. Hopefully. So let's all pray for BBQ.
How about you, Teddy?
Me,
what would you rank higher than financial?
Family time now. It's like family time, right? Is meaning from the simplest thing, like having everyone at the dinner table. You eat with them and you talk to them. Don't be like the older generation. You shut up, I don't talk when eating. Bro, that doesn't work, bro. Like you need to have conversation with everyone. Like if you don't talk there, then when else will you talk?
Correct.
Actually, that's the only time where the whole family sits together.
Yeah, that's why. Like if you don't talk, then when will you talk? Like after dinner, then everybody sit down and talk. Is it? After dinner, everybody chow already, bro.
Go do their own things.
So that's the only time lah.
True.
Even then of course like bigger things like going on a holiday. Can be your own family nucleus, can be extended family also.
No, but that all also boils down to finances. It goes back there.
See?
No, correct, right? No.
Okay, how about we put it in this way? Let's say you're not challenged financially. What would get you to that happiness?
Yeah.
Let's get it finances out of the way.
Okay. Like what he just said. Going for holiday with your family, spending time and stuff.
You know why you can actually have this thought. So if you make that the focal point, then you will actually work towards that instead of fuck, I must do this, I must do this. So instead of I must do this, is I must. My goal right now, example, my goal is to bring my family. So the goal is this instead of that. So if you actually,
so I saying shift your goals, shift your priorities,
shift the focal point.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Because like, let's say you made the focal point. Okay, example, I want to go to New Zealand. That's your focal point, right? And you will find ways to reach that, and financial will come down as a smaller category to that. So then you're gonna reach that goal, but a smaller component is financial.
Just like how that time we want to plan that Thailand thing. It's like by hook or by crook, we get there. We got there.
Yeah, true.
And finance, you see, finance is finance. It is an issue. But our focal point was different. It's like, okay, we go Thailand. We want to do this podcast. So it was the spark was that, and that was the motivation. Instead of fuck, I must find money to go Thailand. So instead, it's like, hey, Thailand. Like, we're gonna do this. So we must have this. And how we gonna have this?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Try to, what you call it? Derail
yourself.
Derail from that financial shit lah. Because you see, it's toxic lah. At the end of the day, it doesn't make you a better person.
Correct.
And it actually brings you down even further. But if you actually like, oh shit, I want to do this for them, and then it's different. You say, hey, I think for your for example XX birthday, I want to do this. So I'll work towards that. Instead of, oh, I want to make this kind of amount so that I can do this.
So it's just the same thing, but the focus is on the other side of the coin lah.
And it's more forgivable. You know, you are less harsh on yourself. Because let's say you never hit a goal with your family or your friends. Example, like, oh fuck, I want to have dinner with you. Right? Example, end of the month. If I am almost reaching that stage, but then I cannot make it, it is still forgivable. Same also, like for your family, right? Like, example, you want to go Europe. Let's say, end of the year, I want to do Europe, end of the year. But then when reaching the end of the year, fuck, I feel like I cannot do Europe. But let's do Asia instead. You see, there is an alternative. Compared to, I die, I want to have this. When the goal is not financial, it makes it more fun lah.
Okay.
Like, you see, then you start to realize that not everything is financial. Like for you, you are ultra focused on that.
Yeah.
I was that. I was like that. Honestly. And he brought me nowhere.
Was it also like one of the most depressing points of your life?
You see,
when you are focusing on that part?
For
or was
me,
it something you could somehow manage?
For me, it was different. I was a different man when I reached that stage. So, like I say lah, if your goal, your focus is only that, when you are at that stage, then you may be a different person. But if you are humble, stay rooted to the ground, and still know, oh, you're doing this for your family, for example, your children, for your spouse, for your parents, then it's different. True. The blessing is also actually different. Actually, yeah, a lot of things is also the blessing.
Yeah.
Like you can also reach to your million stage or whatever. But if there's no blessing, then people can be happy for you, but you still be empty. But something that is not empty is the third part of our podcast.
Stay tuned for part 3 of this episode.
See ya. Anyway, talking about rankings and numbers, right? These are the top 10 countries with the highest sexual activity.
Oh my god.
Number 10, we have Mexico at 71% happiness. Okay, so Singapore is not on the list because it's top 10. But at number 7, raking in at 74%, it's Malaysia.
Oh wow.
And number 1 is Greece at 87%.